What would you do if you looked up at the sky and saw a bird the size of a small car diving straight toward your child? No warning. No sound until the last second. Just a massive shadow falling from above and enormous talons reaching down at terrifying speed. For most parents today, that thought is unimaginable. But for ancient human families living hundreds of thousands of years ago, danger didn't only come from the ground. It came from the sky. And the creature responsible was one of the most efficient and terrifying hunters that ever lived. Stay till the end because the final discovery about these ancient eagles will completely change how you think about why humans instinctively fear large birds to this day. Let's begin. Imagine sitting beside a small fire at the edge of camp. Children are playing nearby, running, laughing, completely exposed under an open sky. The adults are distracted, gathering food, preparing a meal. And then without any warning, a massive shadow passes over the ground. By the time anyone looks up, it is almost too late. This was the reality ancient human communities faced from one of the most powerful aerial predators ever discovered, Haast's eagle, and its relatives across the ancient world. These were not the eagles you see perched on a branch today. Haast's eagle had a wingspan stretching up to 3 meters. It weighed as much as a large dog, and its talons were the size of modern tiger claws. It could dive at speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour, and it hit its target with the force of a cinder block dropped from a building. Now here is what makes this genuinely terrifying. These eagles did not hunt by chasing prey on the ground, they hunted by dropping from above, silent, invisible until the very last moment. By the time you heard the rush of air, the attack was already happening, and their primary targets were not always the adults in the group. They were the smallest and most vulnerable members, children. Fossil evidence from sites in Africa and New Zealand has revealed something extraordinary. Ancient primate and early human skull fragments have been found with talon puncture marks that match almost perfectly with the grip pattern of large predatory eagles. Scientists believe giant eagles were actively targeting small humans and human-like primates for hundreds of thousands of years. This was not occasional. This was a regular and calculated hunting behavior. Think about what this meant for ancient communities. Danger was now everywhere. Not just in the tall grass where lions hid, not just in the rivers where crocodiles waded, but in the open sky above every clearing, every campsite, every moment a child stepped out from under the cover of trees. Ancient parents faced a predator they could barely see coming and could not hear approaching, and they had to figure out how to stop it. So what did they do? The first response was environmental. Ancient humans began keeping children away from open spaces. The moment a community understood that large birds targeted exposed individuals in clearings, behavior changed immediately. Children were kept under tree cover, near rock overhangs, inside cave entrances, anywhere a diving eagle could not reach without risking injury from branches or rock. This was not accidental. It was a deliberate and learned safety strategy passed down through generations. But cover alone was not always possible. So ancient humans developed something else: constant sky watching. Researchers studying modern hunter-gatherer communities that still face aerial predators have observed a fascinating behavior. Lookout individuals scan the sky continuously while others work. The moment a large bird appears, a warning call goes out instantly. Everyone moves toward cover. Children are grabbed and pulled under protection. The entire community responds within seconds. This behavior almost certainly has roots going back hundreds of thousands of years to when the skies above ancient camps held genuine killers. And here is where the story becomes even more remarkable. Ancient humans did not just hide from these eagles, they fought back. Large birds of prey can be driven away through aggressive group behavior, throwing rocks, making loud coordinated noise, chasing the bird while waving branches and fire. A single human is helpless against a diving eagle. But a group of screaming adults throwing objects at an eagle immediately after an attack completely disrupts the bird's hunting pattern. Eagles, like most predators, abandon attacks that become costly or unpredictable, and ancient humans were experts at making themselves unpredictable. Over generations, this knowledge became embedded in community behavior. Children were taught from the earliest age to run toward trees when any large shadow crossed the ground. Adults learned to recognize the specific alarm calls of smaller birds that reacted to eagles before humans could even see them. The natural world was a constant early warning system, and ancient humans learned to read every signal it gave. After watching this video, you now understand something that most people never consider. The sky itself was a hunting ground, and ancient human children were targets. The fact that our ancestors survived not just lions and leopards, but silent killers falling from above, is one of the most remarkable survival stories in all of human history. The next time you flinch when a large bird passes overhead, pay attention to that feeling. It is not random. It is ancient. It is a warning system your ancestors built into you across hundreds of thousands of years of surviving a sky that was never completely safe.